guys, from the Mighty Quinton here, back again today with another video. Well, today we're doing a comic book versus movie on Batman the Killing Joke. We're gonna see if the movie stacks up to the comic. Let's go. Now to do this, I'm gonna separate things into three categories: stories, characters, and visuals. Let's start with the comic. Batman the Killing Joke is a 1988 comic written by the legendary Alan Moore, with artwork by Brian Bolland. The plot is relatively simple, but the writing is magnificent and chilling. This book was so amazing, they made it a canon part of the DC universe. The story is an origin story of the Joker, told in flashbacks as he shoots Barbara Gordon and paralyzes her. He also kidnaps Commissioner Gordon, trying to drive him insane in a demented carnival. The story of the Joker is quite tragic. He was a comedian, still unnamed, with a pregnant wife. With a dead-end career and a horrible living situation, he turns to the mob to gain some money. They convince him to break into his old job at Ace Chemicals, dressed like the fake crime boss, Red Hood. Then, tragedy strikes, as he's given the news that his wife has passed away in a kitchen accident. He wants to go back on the deal, but is pressured by the mob. So they break into Ace Chemicals, Batman shows up, and the soon-to-be Joker falls into a vat of chemicals. When he emerges from the waste, he looks in a puddle, and the Joker is born. We see this unfold gradually throughout the book as Commissioner Gordon is being tortured. Batman arrives at the Carnival of Chaos. The Commissioner is fine, and the Joker delivers one of the best monologues in comic book history. He then has a bit of a scrap with Batman, tells an eerie joke. Instead of fighting him, Batman starts laughing. And that's where the book ends. I love this story. It packs a lasting punch with a relatively short page count. Now, on to the movie. The movie tells the same story. Some of it, like the flashbacks, are line for line. It's what the movie does when it expands the premise that it fails. The first 30 minutes of the film is all about Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, as she takes on this nothing crime boss and sleeps with Batman. I was extremely disappointed in this portion of the film. A lot of fans, including myself, considered it a waste of time. The last 45 minutes are where it follows the book, and it does that alright. Even with the book portion, I feel they took unnecessary expansions that detracted from the original source material. These weren't huge, like a brief courtroom scene that wasn't there, the Joker being less of a shadowy figure in the carnival, and the movie being set in present day. When it does stick to the novel though, it's done fairly well. Overall, I give the story portions a 2 out of 5 for accuracy. Now, on to the characters. The characters in the comic were ominous. You could tell there was a lot of drama building to this moment for both Batman and the Joker. It really seems like they were both at the end of their ropes, like this was some sort of grand finale. The Joker himself is shown in a completely new light. The book somehow manages to make him look psychotic and vulnerable. Barbara Gordon was barely in it at all, other than being shot, and there's no mention of Batgirl whatsoever. The characters in the movie were more drawn out and left less to the mind. In my opinion, this wasn't great. I feel like the overall direction for the characters was wrong. The Joker in the comic was very sad and creepy. The Joker in the film was pretty much an average take on Joker. It made me not like a Mark Hamill performance. That ain't cool. Kevin Conroy as Batman was pretty on point as always, and Batman himself was done very well in the film. Commissioner Gordon was pretty good, but his part was always small. Barbara Gordon was all over the place, but I liked Tara Strong's performance. Overall, I gave the characters a 2.5 out of 5 for accuracy. Now, on to our last factor, the visuals. The visuals in the comic were amazing. Brian Bolland did a great job making this so creepy and depressing that it really sticks with you. It's the perfect compliment to Alan Moore's writing. The visuals in the movie were way too oversimplistic and rarely matched the comic. I was very disappointed with the art style. I think the Batman the Animated Series art would have been incredible. The lack of detail and movement in the characters made this come off as cheap. I didn't like that at all. In a couple shots, they tried to mimic the book. Those looked good, but didn't match the rest of the not so great animation style. I give the visuals a 1.5 out of 5 for accuracy. So that brings the total score of the film to an accuracy average of 2 out of 5. Not so great. Though the film was relatively enjoyable on its own, it was a pretty big letdown directly after reading the book. It was clear that they needed a longer runtime, but the new material they presented seems like it was very forced and unnecessary. I also have no idea why this was rated R, other than to bait viewers. They said bitch once, and there's a shot of Barbara Gordon's bra, but that's it. It just seems manipulated.
Excuse me, everyone. Sex! Now that I have your attention.
You don't have our attention.
Money!
I'm listening.
Overall, I blame the director Sam Liu. If they cut the first half hour out, it would be better, but there were a lot of problems other than that. I think there's a reason why Alan Moore wanted his name left off this film. I say, definitely check out the comic, but feel free to ditch the movie. This has been From the Mind of Quinton. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, make sure to leave a comment, like this video, and share this video. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Links will be in the description. And remember folks, I'm From the Mind of Quinton, reminding you to always be mindful. Peace.